YouTube Zodiacs, what's going on? It's your favorite Gemini, Cash the Gemini. I'm back with another segment of Collectible Verses Community Edition. This time, we have none other than, we're actually sticking with DC, with the Superman. Last time was Zatanna. Let's go ahead and get it. In the Collectibles Versus Community Edition, this is all about your vote. I'll ask a poll, Sideshow XM, Sideshow Tweeterhead, etc., and you guys get to cast your vote where your vote matters. Also, some comments that will be read. So let's go ahead and pull this bad boy up and let's see. Did Superman win for Sideshow or Superman for XM? Let's get it. So going over here, looks what we have here today. I need some input from the Zodiac gang. Which Superman 1/4 statue would you pick up? XM Studios or Sideshow Collectibles? Now, XM is priced at 11,000. XM is priced at 1,100 plus shipping, while Sideshow, aftermarket mind you, because we're talking about the exclusive, is estimated going for $750. The ES on XM is $299, while Sideshow is $1,500 for the exclusive. The CE is $3,000, so a total of $4,500. Now, the base on XM is just a base. To me, nothing stands out except the fire explosion. However, the Sideshow base is kind of cool, creative with the colors, really pop. XM and Sideshow beat with the Heat Vision portrait. However, Sideshow, there is no other portrait. The EX is just him holding Brainiac's portrait. But more importantly, what you really want to know, how did the votes go? 69% of you guys said Sideshow for $750, while 31% of you guys said the new XM Studios for $1,105. Whew. Now, we got a couple comments. So let's go ahead and reveal the comments. And then that was out of 61 votes. So go into the comments section here. So Knight says, Sideshow looks great. When I began collecting, I choose a line of statue company XM for quality. No mixed media and low ES is important to me. Like knowing it's collectible, not many out there worldwide would have. I did PO my first Queen piece, standalone. Get excited to get that one in. Okay. Banks LDN says, I really don't care for either of them, but if I had to choose, I guess it would be the Sideshow piece. Looks better to me, bro. All right. And Wong Combo says, hush all the way. LOL, just kidding. But if you're only doing 1/4 for Superman, I'd honestly wait. There isn't a definitive one yet, in my opinion. All right. Payne Collectible says, pretty much just get Superman A without the Parademon, which honestly is a viable option. That's something you could do as well. If you didn't want to get version B for the XM, you have that option. But it's crazy to me when we go back up to the votes that 61 out of 61 votes, 69% is saying, yo, I'd rather have Sideshow over XM. Like, to me, that's crazy to think that's basically what you guys actually kind of want. You know what I mean? A lot of people seem to care for XM a lot more over Sideshow these days. But getting into these pictures here, I just want to show you guys this right here. So this first picture here is obviously the Superman one here, and let me see here. Okay, so Superman here. I really like the base. The base looks really good on it. You got the Brainiac. You got the Brainiac head on the exclusive. He's not holding it here. But the fabric cape on this isn't that bad. It honestly is not bad. Like, go ahead and check that out. It's not bad. This isn't a bad statue. I know a lot of people don't really care for like the tan on the Superman, so to say, but I think it's a great looking statue. It's not as muscular. It's not as much like, it's not as beefy as the XM Superman with more like definitive muscles popping out the suit and stuff like that. But I don't feel like the Superman needs to be Hawk, if that makes sense. Like, I just need the Superman to be Superman. And I feel like with the Sideshow one, I'm getting everything I would actually want out of a Superman, if that makes sense. So for me, I'm actually okay with this Superman here. I love the portrait. I like the hair. The paint on the suit is spot on for me. The blue could have been a little bit more richer, if that makes sense, but it's still okay. The portrait, again, going back to it, it's spot on. Now, The skin tone, I know that bothered a lot of people, but it doesn't actually bother me in terms of like it doesn't bother me at all. It just doesn't, you know. Um so I'll pull up a couple pictures for the XM Studios ones for those of you guys who haven't seen it. So here we go with XM. Let's see here. So XM, obviously, you got the sculpted cape. He's the parademon. The base, if I'm not mistaken, is supposed to be on like Darkseid's planet or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, I do like the base. I think the colors are richer. Everything that we're getting here, it's richer. It's more defined. The paint lines are a lot better. The cape, I like the way it's flowing. The obviously you got version A, version B. Version A is just Superman by himself. Version B is him holding the parademon in basically both hands, essentially. It just doesn't scream Superman to me on the base or even Justice League, in my personal opinion. I don't actually care for the pose either. It doesn't, like, I've never seen Superman in this pose in any animation that I've watched, in any film that I've watched. So for me, it just doesn't stick out. I mean, I definitely like the Heat Vision portrait. I think that's really cool. But again, it just isn't enough for me to say, yeah, this is the definitive Superman that I would love to have in my personal collection. But again, that's just me. I'm not saying I'm right, but the votes are saying, you guys are saying 61% of you guys are saying you'd prefer Sideshow. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I kind of agree with you guys. Like, I think it is Sideshow for the win. Now check this out. So Sideshow Collectibles, I got them better at price. I have them better at displayability. It doesn't take up as much room. You're still getting the exclusive. He's holding Brainiac's head. I definitely like that. That goes to number 3 with the concept. The concept, I like the concept of the base being like Brainiac, and the exclusive of him holding Brainiac's like his head. Like I like that. I love that. The exclusive on Superman for XM, you know, it's version B, but it's a parademon. It's like, whoever would have thought of, like, yeah, you know what, I want a parademon. I don't think anybody ever would have said that or thought that. However, XM does get they get the paint. XM definitely gets the paint. Innovation. XM is they're always very innovative with their bases, with what they're willing to include. You know, with the machinery on the base, the parademon, the heat vision, how he has a hole in the middle of the parademon's like chest, and obviously the edition size. The edition size says that it's going to be a sought after piece in terms of there's only so many made. $2.99 if I'm not mistaken. Again, there's only so many made, so if you do ever resell it, you will at least get back what you paid, in hopes, in theory, right? In theory. However, for me, Sideshow Collectibles is the win. I did actually go ahead and pick up this piece. I'll show you guys my review, my thoughts on it at a later time. It's an older piece, so obviously there's no rush. It is actually over there. Show you guys real quickly, real briefly. If you can see, it's right there. It's right there. And I was actually able to pick up Superman exclusive for $197. $197, mint condition. Mint condition, $197. So I did choose Sideshow Collectibles. Last week, you guys said Sideshow over XM for Zatanna. I did go ahead and put the exclusive version of Zatanna on order. So thank you guys very much for helping out and contributing to the community edition of Collectible Verses. Thank you guys very much. Next week, I will be bringing you guys Cheetah, Sideshow versus XM. I'll put up, those polls are still open, but before I do the video, if you want to vote on that, feel free. And then the next superhero will be going up. If there's any character that you guys want me to do, Sideshow XM, Tweeterhead as well, or even Queen Studios, go ahead and throw it in there for comic characters. Throw it in there, and we'll put it up. So leave down below what you guys think about this votings, about these type of videos, as well as who do you want to see next, and we'll go ahead and make that happen for you guys. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and all that. It's been real, and hey, thank you guys very much, man. Thank you.
Scorpion, win. Flawless